I'm sorry, Dr. Sorkin, but InGen wants all survivors back on the mainland as soon as possible. No exceptions.
Why can't it wait?
Because, you know, there's dinosaurs going to eat your ass. Hammond.
Listen, Hammond really made a mess of this place. You have no idea. There's no hiding his incompetence after this disaster.
Huh. You have a point.
Oh.
If you knew how I spent my youth, you'd be surprised to find me working in a place like this.
History?
Someone needs to speak to the board about protecting these dinosaurs. You believe in animal rights, don't you? Wouldn't you put your neck on the line for them?
Well, obviously that's true. If only the board had listened to my proposals. Instead, they just contribute to the paperwork and the file boxes you guys are loading.
Huh. What will convince
Is there
you?
anything I can say to convince you to come with us?
If there is, you haven't said it yet.
Right.
I'm interested in hearing more about
So
this.
I guess we continue.
Well,
So Jess, what have you come up with? Did I just say come? What the Wow. I can't speak. And now I'm talking about jizz. What is wrong with me?
What'd you find out?
Looks like Dr. Sorkin wanted to turn this place into a dinosaur preserve instead of an amusement park.
And InGen didn't go for it, huh?
Why would they? There's no money in that.
So Dr. Sorkin has a weakness for preserving wildlife. Good to know.
Yeah. Is there anything
That's
else?
a lot of rejected dino preserve proposals.
Yep.
You gotta hand it to the lady. She don't give up easy.
Alright, so let's go back. And convince her to leave.
what was Hammond thinking? The man continually ignored the warnings of his own scientists over marketing people, shareholders, everyone. A disaster like this was
So
inevitable.
how did you know to treat her with a drink?
We really need to go.
Sorkin,
As I told you, I'm staying behind to watch after the animals.
I'm sorry, but we really need to get you out of here.
Why?
Dino Preserve.
Wouldn't this place be better off as some kind of dinosaur preserve? I mean, it's kind of stupid to treat these creatures like they're in some kind of circus, right?
You're absolutely right, Mr. Yoder. But none
Is
of this
he?
matters if the board of directors...
I'm not supposed to say this, but I heard the board is going to hold an
Oh.
urgent
Alright, sorry about that little interruption.
about, new leadership. If you were there, you could act as a witness to the events that took place here. They'd have to listen to you.
That's true. I hate to admit it, Mr. Yoder. But perhaps you're right.
And our orders also mention an assistant?
David. Yes. I'm afraid David won't be coming back with us. He told him to stay away from the
Oh,
quarantine
Dr.
pens.
Sorkin, I'm so sorry.
Thank you. Now, before we go, I have some work in the lab that must be completed first. Dr. Harding, perhaps you and your daughter would like to assist me. I've been working on a cure for one of our dinosaurs' nastier genetic disorders.
Oh? Which one?
It's dietary. Right up your alley. Dr. Harding, we've done it.
And what exactly have we done?
Reverse the lysine contingency, of course.
Wait, what?
What's that?
InGen, Henry Wu, added a gene to the dinosaurs that makes them dependent on supplements of an amino acid called lysine. Without their weekly doses, they'll all die off.
You cannot give that to the dinosaurs. They need to be contained. If any of them get off the island...
Okay, listen. I've been working with the Parasaur's behavioral program for months now. If I go back to the mainland to fight for this place, they'll all be dead before I can get back, along with all of my research.
Parasaurs?
Parasaurolophus. They're herbivores, generally safe.
Let me give the solution to them, to see if it even works.
How many are we talking about?
Why don't you come out with me? See how much progress we've made with them.
Can we, Dad?
Fine. We'll go.
Cool.
Well, guess we get to help out more dinosaurs that we don't need to help.
I'm glad to finally have you out here, Dr. Harding, despite the circumstances. We've been doing some very interesting work with our parasaurs. Behavioral communication experiments.
You've interpreted their calls.
Some of them. And I plan to use that to get them out of the pen.
Out?
Well, I'm not going to treat their water with them still in there.
How do we know there aren't any bad dinosaurs around?
Dinos told me. Actually, I think this is the last segment of episode 2, so this shouldn't take long.
Well, believe it or not, the dinosaurs told me. See that one? She's the lookout. She'll stand guard while the others graze. If there were any predators in the vicinity, she'd be nervous and emitting a danger call. But she's not. She's calm. Jerry, you can activate the speakers from there. Jess and I will set the various parasaur sounds that play through them.
Dad, it's okay. I mean, it's safe, right?
The parasaurs will warn us of trouble before it gets close.
Stay with Dr. Sorkin.
Awesome. So we can get this done and out of the way. Dino herding.
Okay, let's move some dinos.
We can't just shoo the animals out, but we should be able to manipulate them into moving using their own sounds.
Cool.
These speakers on the west side of the pen can be set to play a parasaur food call that will attract the hungry dinos. The speakers on the east control the mating sounds that will attract the more amorous dinosaur.
What
The
about
ones
the
that
big
wanna
set of
have
speakers in the middle of the
sex.
pen?
Ah, those emit the danger call. The parasaurs will instinctively move away from it.
So basically we can herd the dinosaurs out of this pen using the speakers and their sounds.
Awesome. Nice little peaceful area. I like it. So now we need to mess around with these controls. Alright, so let me see. West side is the food, and then the east side is the time to make some sex and cum. Yeah, but let's get them near the gate, so we'll press X.
How do I turn on the speakers?
I'll have to tell your dad to do it when we're ready.
Alright, so Jerry.
Dr. Harding?
Yeah?
East.
I need you to activate the east side speakers, please.
East side. Okay.
Oh yeah, some sexy time. But where's my man?
So, what happened to your assistant?
He died.
Let's not talk about that right now.
Did you work with him long?
It doesn't matter.
Oh.
Listen, he was a wonderful young man. And I am sad. I really am. But if I let that stop my work, then all these animals will die too, trapped behind the walls that we built. You understand?
Alright, so now for the food.
Dr. Harding?
Yeah?
Activate the food
West
speakers.
side speakers, please.
So we got some 2 hungry dinos, huh?
So I heard you were like a hippie protester or something in the 70s.
Where'd you hear that?
From Yoder.
The 70s were a tumultuous time. I fought for what I believed in, and sometimes it gets you arrested.
You were arrested? And you still got a job as a, scientist?
Paleogeneticist. And yes, youth is the time to be reckless and test your boundaries. It's how you learn what's important to you.
Alright, so
If we want to move the dinosaurs forward, we might need to give them a good scare from behind.
Oh, we can use the danger call.
Good thinking.
awesome. So
Dr. Harding?
Yeah?
Jerry. Activate the danger call.
Activate the danger speakers.
Run! There's dinosaurs behind us!
Good job,
This is not the
Jess.
voice from the museum.
Finally! Go for the
Museum, no.
multiply.
Movie.
pretty good at this. Maybe you'll be a behavioral scientist
I don't know what I'm
someday.
saying anymore.
Maybe I will.
The Parasaur enclosure.
Ah, this is why she was elected to be the lookout. What's wrong with her foot?
It's a broken toe. Feel free to have a look. I just have to do one more thing, and then we can leave.
The lysine.
If the dinosaurs are to have a fighting chance, they'll need this solution to survive.
I'm